It may be a small island in the Indian Ocean, but that's the only thing small about it. The country formerly known as Ceylon boasts an ancient civilization, golden sandy beaches with their swing coconut palms, mountains, and tea plantations. Welcome to Around the World. Today, we'll be looking at the top 10 places in Sri Lanka you need to visit. Are you a fan of our channel? Be sure to subscribe to Around the World and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're taking a look at the top places to see when visiting Sri Lanka. While visiting the island, you'll see colonial architecture from the days when the Portuguese, Dutch, and English ruled. You'll also see lots of elephants, some of which participate in local festivals, and if you're lucky, perhaps leopard or two at a wildlife sanctuary. Number 10. Hikajuwa. Hikajuwa is a tiny beach town on Sri Lanka's southwest coast, north of Galle. The village is crammed with cheap guest homes, tourist stores, and many cafes and restaurants, and is well-trodden by travelers searching for a patch of beach and a relaxed time. It may have lost some of its allure since tourists began flocking here in the 1970s, but if you want to spend a few days by the sea, this is the place to go. Number 9. Yala. Yala is a delightful destination to visit, nestled in a gorgeous setting with forested hills, broad valleys, and a stunning tea plantation. The train journey from Kandy to Yala is legendary, and it will take you up through the beautiful green hills in a colorful carriage. Yala may be little, but it's well worth your time if you prefer hiking or simply relaxing in the peace and quiet of nature. Hike some of the neighboring waterfalls and temples, as well as the summit of Yala Rock for breathtaking views. Number 8. Anuradhapura. Anuradhapura is a sacred city in Sri Lanka that was founded on a cutting from a Buddhist fig tree. Anuradhapura, which dates back to the 3rd century BC, was founded by the founder of a Buddhist nuns order. After being attacked in the late 10th century, this beautiful metropolis of palaces, temples, and monuments flourished for 1,300 years before being abandoned. Locals were aware of it, but few people were until it was discovered by Europeans many centuries later, similar to Peru's Machu Picchu. These amazing ruins have now been excavated and are now open to the public. Number 7. Colombo. Colombo has been Sri Lanka's commercial hub for almost 2,000 years when its enormous natural port attracted historic trade routes from Italy to China. Though the legislative capital is in a neighboring city, it is frequently referred to as the country's capital. Colombo is a major tourist destination, having been ruled by Portuguese and subsequently British colonies. Modern malls and skyscrapers blend effortlessly with exquisite colonial structures in this metropolis. This city has a diverse spectrum of architectural styles, with the Murumba Hindu temple being one of the best. Number 6. Yala National Park. Yala National Park, located 150 miles from Colombo, is a wildlife sanctuary. It has the world's highest leopard density, thus chances of seeing one are very good. Although leopards are the main attraction, elephants, sloth bears, and crocodiles are also present. The park is divided into 5 sections, some of which were designated as hunting areas before Yala was designated as a national park in 1938. Make time to stop by the park's very informative visitor center at the entry for interesting displays on the area. Number 5. Marissa. If you're hoping to spend your vacation in a tropical paradise, Marissa could be the answer to your prayers. It doesn't get much better than this. Swaying coconut trees, golden sand beaches, and a day spent swinging away in a hammock. This crescent-shaped slice of heaven is known for having Sri Lanka's most beautiful sunsets and sunrises. The environment is devoid of luxury resorts, so it's just you and the beach during the day, and the tempo picks up at night. Marissa is the South Coast's largest fishing port and a great site to go dolphin and whale watching. Number 4. Polynarwa. Polynarwa, Sri Lanka's second oldest kingdom, is famous for the remnants of the ancient garden city. The ruins from the 12th century are among the best preserved in the country. Traders of unusual items mixed with devotees at the numerous temples in Polynarwa. Begin your trip at the Archaeological Museum before moving on to the huge royal palace and its well-preserved audience hall. Another must-see is the Sacred Quadrangle, which is lavishly adorned. Number 3. Kandy. The gateway to the Central Highlands and its tropical plantations of tea and rubber, Colombo is Sri Lanka's second largest metropolis. If you're traveling from Colombo, you'll drive through rubber fields on one of the country's most gorgeous roads. Kandy, the last capital of the ancient kingdoms, is home to the Tooth Relic Temple, one of the world's most revered Buddhist temples. The Tooth Relic is paraded around the city as part of a large, colorful event. Kandy was a key location in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, which may be of interest to movie buffs. Number 2. Gul. The 17th century fort, erected by Dutch colonists, is Gul's most famous feature. The fort is noted for its architectural style, as it sits on a promontory overlooking the Indian Ocean. Gul is a wonderful example of a fortified city. The fortress is more than simply a lovely sight. It now contains courts and businesses. Gul is gaining a reputation as an artistic colony with a large expat community. A natural harbor, Sri Lanka's oldest lighthouse, the Maritime Museum, a Q Shiva temple, and the Jesuit-built St. Mary's Cathedral are among the other must-see attractions. Number 1. Sundria. The must-see spots in Sri Lanka's old city, according to Want Tope archaeologists. Sundria is built on a steep slope topped by a plateau that rises about 600 feet above the jungles below, known as Lion's Rock. The historic rock castle was once a monastery and dates back to the 3rd century BC. It was then converted into a royal home, with visitors having access to the property. The Lion's Mouth provides access to the site via stairwells and rooms. Ponds, gardens, and fountains are also present. Locals consider the place to be the world's 8th wonder. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other videos for great travel destinations and be sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified about our latest videos.